So last week I made a video about dealing with IP claims on Amazon because they had given my account a warning whenever I logged in that said that my account was at risk of deactivation, and I thought that this was something that I had already dealt with, but I had to call Amazon, and I basically showed a lot of that call in that video. And I got a lot of comments that made me realize that some of you guys probably don't actually understand how IP claims or dealing with IP claims works on Amazon. So I wanted to share a little bit more of that with you, as well as give you a resolution to what actually happened after I got off the phone with them, and now I think it's been 3 or 4 days later, but I honestly don't know if it's what I want because I can't tell, and we'll get into that here in a second. If you're new here, my name is Anthony. I've been working for myself for about 2 years now. A lot of that has been Amazon FBA, as well as some other business ventures that I'm doing as I try to live full-time in that van that you see behind me, as well as build some businesses that allow me to retire early and choose what I want to do with every day. And a part of that is dealing with a bunch of problems that are going to come up for you as a business owner, especially someone who sells on Amazon, because their policies and enforcement sometimes just don't line up, especially when their seller support is basically nothing better than worthless. So for a real quick rundown of what had happened, I got an IP claim, which is an intellectual property complaint, from a brand called Lucetta. Never touched their products. They were actually one of the better IP claims that I've ever dealt with because I just reached out to the email that they gave me. They had me fill out some sort of form, and then they retracted the IP claim, which is what Amazon says they have to do in order for it to be taken off your account. Because if you get IP claims, it puts your account at risk of deactivation. There's no specific amount that you get before you get suspended, but essentially you don't want to get any, and if you do get some, you want to deal with them. And so I thought that I dealt with it because Amazon sent a retraction to Amazon and CC'd me on that email, and that was just over 6 months ago because it just fell off my account. But Amazon, like 5 days ago, after having the IP claim for almost 6 months beyond my account, told me that my account was at risk of deactivation. So I called Amazon to get help because I was like, dude, they've retracted this IP claim. Why do I have to deal with it? And essentially seller help was no support. They were saying that they don't take forwarded retractions because I sent them the screenshot of what Lucetta sent me because they send it directly to Amazon, and I was just saying, hey, check your email. But apparently Amazon doesn't know how to check their freaking email. So that was the story up until I posted that video where I had that call with the Amazon employee. And since then, the notice that my account is under review or at risk of deactivation is off my account, and the IP claims are off my account as well. However, I don't think that means that they actually looked at their email and opened it and realized that they had retracted it, because IP claims automatically roll off your account in 6 months. And I think this is something that a lot of people are misunderstanding about the IP policy, because a lot of people were saying, yeah, you just have to wait on it and it'll get taken off your account. But that's not quite how it works, because Amazon doesn't just take it off of your account. You do have to deal with it still. It's only going to show up as a violation for 6 months, and normally that's all that affects your account. Anything after that, you shouldn't have to worry about. But if you get an IP claim, you never appeal it, you never submit any documentation, you never try to do anything with it, that can still haunt you after that 6-month period is up if you start to get more IP claims. Essentially, if it rolls off your account and you haven't dealt with it, it still could come back to bite you. So don't take the advice of just don't do anything and it'll fall off of your account. But Amazon's IP process is so complicated and so not equally applied across all the accounts that sometimes you're not going to be able to get it taken off of your account, but you don't want to have it go to that 6-month period without having done anything. So make sure if you have an IP claim on your account, you're at least appealing it over and over again, sending your receipts over and over again, maybe calling Amazon. That way they know that you're at least working on the problem, which is the main reason that the lady on the phone, who I still don't know if she knew what she was talking about, said that it was at risk of deactivation. I just want to make sure that you guys who are either newer sellers or who have been selling for a bit and maybe are getting your first IP claim realize that it is something that, even though it will roll off your account in 6 months and likely won't have any major effects besides the stress that it's going to give you, you do need to still deal with it, because otherwise it can come back to bite you later, because nothing seems to make sense on Amazon when it comes to their seller support side. Right now I'm in Bozeman, Montana. We'll be in here, Billings, and then making our way to the east for a little bit. And I have so many videos coming down the pipeline, a couple new series, as well as my beginner course that I'm going to start rolling out later this week and next week. And I have big plans for that, which is all going to be free on the channel, but there will be donation links if you're interested at that point. But if you're interested in hearing that call with that seller support agent, check out that video right over here. My full breakdown of IP claims and everything that I've done to deal with them is right over here. But sometimes it's just good to commiserate about how stupid Amazon seller support is. See you in the next one.